Every flame that dies leaves behind proof it once gave warmth. Your impact works the same way. You are not what broke you. You are what survived the breaking. The quiet after heartbreak is not emptiness. It is space for rebirth. Some people are lessons. Others are lifetimes. Both change you forever. Your story may have scars, but scars are proof of chapters worth remembering. Even silence has a voice when it carries the weight of memory. Healing does not mean forgetting. It means learning to carry without bleeding. You don't need to shine for everyone. Sometimes your light is meant for one soul alone. The past doesn't define you, but it shapes the foundation of who you're becoming. Every goodbye is a seed of transformation, planted in soil you cannot yet see. Strength is not found in never breaking. It's found in rising after the fall. Even darkness serves its purpose. Stars can't be seen without it. Some wounds don't fade. They evolve into wisdom. Love that changes you is never wasted, even when it doesn't last. Not all storms come to end you. Some arrive to cleanse what needed release. Peace is not the absence of chaos, but the choice to stand still in the middle of it. The greatest transformations are often born in the quietest suffering. Your soul carries truths your lips have never spoken. Even broken glass can shine brighter than perfection when it catches the light. Your silence may confuse others, but it may also save you. Every scar is a story your soul etched in ink only the brave can read. The weight of unspoken words can crush heavier than any stone. Even when unseen, your courage echoes loudly in the universe. Grief never leaves. It simply teaches you how to live with its rhythm. Every ending leaves a trail of light for the next beginning to follow. Sometimes hope doesn't roar. It whispers quietly, "Not yet." Your strength is not measured by battles won, but by battles endured. Even broken wings carry lessons of the sky. Some people leave, but the echo of their presence lingers like a shadow. You don't have to be whole to be worthy. Brokenness has its own beauty. The heart remembers, even when the mind tries to forget. Every silence is filled with things we never dared to say. Some flames burn fast, others steady, but both leave warmth behind. The strongest chains are not made of metal, but of fear. Your healing may make others uncomfortable, but it is not for them. Even endings can be gentle when accepted with grace. Sometimes peace comes not from answers, but from releasing the questions. Your worth does not disappear with their absence. The past holds power only if you keep feeding it. Every goodbye teaches the heart a new language. Even silence after storms is a kind of music. You are allowed to outgrow the places you once called home. Strength is often disguised as softness. Do not underestimate it. Some endings are not punishments. They are gifts in disguise. Your scars are proof that you fought battles most people will never see. Even pain has purpose. It reshapes us into something wiser. Sometimes letting go is the truest form of love. You cannot force someone to see your worth, but you can refuse to dim your light. The loudest healing is often done in silence. Even broken hearts beat, and that rhythm is a miracle in itself. Your light may scare those hiding in darkness. Shine anyway. Some losses are not failures. They are redirections. Every shadow proves that light is near. Even when the world forgets, the soul remembers. Your peace matters more than their approval. Sometimes love means leaving before it destroys you. The heaviest battles are often the ones fought inside the mind. Even endings can be beginnings when seen from a different angle. Your silence may be misunderstood, but it is sacred. Not all who leave are gone. Some remain in fragments within you. Even broken dreams can be rebuilt into stronger visions. Your soul is not fragile. It is infinite, though it bends and aches. Some truths are too heavy for words. They live in silence. Even darkness bows to the rising sun. Your scars are maps, reminders of where you've been and where not to return. Sometimes the greatest love is the one you give yourself after years of neglect. Even pain can be a teacher if you dare to listen. Your story is not over, it is only in transition. The hardest battles are fought when no one is watching. Even brokenness can be beautiful when carried with grace. Your worth is not measured by who stays, but by your own belief in it. Some people are not meant to stay, only to show you your strength. Even silence can be an answer, louder than words. Your light may flicker, but it will not die. Not every ending is tragic. Some are necessary evolutions. Even grief carries love. That is why it hurts so deeply. Your peace is worth protecting, even if it means walking alone. Sometimes healing looks like breaking again, but differently this time. Even when lost, your soul knows the way home. Your silence holds the power of 1,000 unspoken truths. Not all battles need to be fought. Some are won by walking away. Even shadows remind us of the light behind us. Your scars are not flaws. They are evidence of survival. Sometimes love is not about forever. It's about the chapter it gave you. Even when forgotten, your soul remembers every triumph. Your story is still unfolding. Give it time to surprise you. Not every goodbye is cruel. Some are merciful. Even broken glass catches light beautifully. Your silence today may be the peace you prayed for yesterday. Sometimes letting go is how you finally return to yourself. Even pain can bloom into purpose. Your worth was never meant to be earned. It already exists. Not all endings are final. Some echo forever. Even wounds can turn into wisdom if tended with patience. Your soul is stronger than every storm it has endured. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply keep breathing. Even when hope hides, it still lingers in small, quiet places. Your silence is your sanctuary. Protect it fiercely. Not every scar needs explanation. Some are private victories. Even shattered hearts can beat again, differently but still beautifully. Your story is yours alone. No one else can write it. Sometimes endings are not losses. They are redirections toward growth. Even in ruins, beauty remains. Your strength is quiet, but it is undeniable. Not all love heals. Some awakens you to your own power. Even grief can be sacred when honored gently. Your silence may be misunderstood, but it will save you energy for what matters. Sometimes survival itself is the greatest victory. Even brokenness carries its own kind of brilliance. Your path does not need to be understood to be valid. Not every ending is meant to be mourned. Some are meant to be celebrated. Even shadows disappear when faced with light. Your scars are not ugly. They are sacred ink on the canvas of your soul. Sometimes love leaves to teach you that you are enough alone. Even silence can roar when it carries truth. Your worth is untouchable. No rejection can erase it. Not all storms destroy. Some shape the land anew. Even broken things can be holy. Your soul whispers, louder than the noise of the world. Sometimes endings are blessings you don't recognize yet. Even grief is proof that you once loved deeply. Your silence may feel heavy, but it carries healing. Not all wounds close. Some remain as eternal lessons. Sometimes healing feels less like becoming whole and more like learning to live beautifully with the pieces that remain. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your light is enough. Not all endings are cruel. Some are gentle redirections disguised as heartbreak. The silence after goodbye is the loudest language you'll ever learn. Scars don't ruin beauty. They redefine it in ways perfection never could. Growth often feels like grief because parts of you must die for new parts to bloom. The heart doesn't keep time with clocks. It beats in rhythms of memory, longing, and hope. Forgiveness is less about them and more about unclenching your soul from the grip of the past. Even broken mirrors can reflect truth, sometimes in sharper ways than the whole ever could. Loneliness is not the absence of people, but the absence of being understood. Your silence carries a story, louder than words, deeper than apologies. The most dangerous prisons are the invisible ones we build with fear. Every goodbye is also a beginning, though not always the one you expected. Peace doesn't always mean calm. Sometimes it looks like a storm that no longer scares you. We're all searching for home, not in places, but in people who make us feel safe in our skin. Your worth is not up for negotiation, not even with yourself. The loudest heartbreak is the one no one sees, the kind you carry with quiet grace. Sometimes your strength is not in how loudly you fight, but in how softly you endure. The future doesn't ask for permission. It arrives whether you're ready or not. Happiness isn't a destination. It's the courage to notice joy in fleeting moments. Some people aren't meant to stay forever, but they leave fingerprints on your soul that never fade. You don't always need closure. Sometimes you just need to close the door yourself. The hardest person to forgive is often the one staring back in the mirror. Even shadows prove that you are standing in the light. Sometimes love is not lost. It just changes shape, teaching you what it never could well hold. True strength is not in building walls, but in daring to take them down. Not every scar needs to be healed. Some are meant to be carried as reminders. Your silence may feel heavy, but it is often your soul's way of resting. We don't always outgrow people. Sometimes we simply grow into ourselves. The universe doesn't waste pain. It recycles it into wisdom. Even in the darkest hour, dawn is already on its way. The hardest truths are the ones that whisper, because they cannot be ignored forever. Healing is not about erasing. It's about transforming the way the memory lives inside you. Sometimes hope arrives not as a shout, but as a whisper. Try again tomorrow. Your story isn't written in permanent ink. It's painted in brushstrokes of choice. Peace is not found in perfection, but in accepting imperfection fully. Some losses feel endless because they live in the small details, not just the big memories. You are not the person you were yesterday, and that is proof of progress. Sometimes love means letting go before you both lose yourselves completely. Even broken wings can carry you farther than fear will ever allow. The heaviest lies are the ones you tell yourself to avoid change. Not everyone deserves access to the softest parts of you. The past cannot be rewritten, but the future is always waiting for your pen. Every storm you've survived has made you stronger, even the quiet ones nobody knew about. You don't need to be healed to be worthy of love. Your wounds are part of your beauty. Sometimes closure is the silence that follows when you stop chasing answers. Your peace is more valuable than their approval. Even in solitude, you're never truly alone. Your spirit is always with you. The cracks you hide are the places where the light longs to enter. The most dangerous comfort is staying the same out of fear of becoming more. Your story matters, even to those who may never hear it. Sometimes endings are the universe's way of clearing space for beginnings you can't yet imagine. Healing takes time, but time is not the healer. Your courage is. The silence between two people can sometimes be louder than their words ever were. Even the strongest souls need rest, not just resilience. Your future self is waiting, but only if you take the next step forward. Sometimes love doesn't end. It simply outgrows the space it once lived in. Even broken clocks are reminders that time never truly stands still. Your scars don't weaken you. They anchor you to the battles you've survived. Not all departures are abandonments. Some are gifts of freedom. Peace comes when you stop asking why and start living despite the question. The loudest storms are often the ones inside your chest. Even when the world turns its back, the sunrise still returns for you. Your worth doesn't dim when others fail to see your light. The bravest act is choosing to show up for yourself when no one else does. Every wound whispers, "You survived." Sometimes letting go is not the end. It's the beginning of remembering who you are. Even silence has weight when it carries everything left unsaid. Your soul knows truths your mind refuses to admit. Not every goodbye is loss. Some are liberation disguised as grief. Your light is not too much. Their eyes are simply unready. The hardest roads often lead to the gentlest destinations. You cannot lose what was never truly meant to stay. Sometimes hope hides in the smallest, quietest moments of your day. Even broken glass catches the sunlight. You are no less radiant with cracks. Not every battle must be fought. Some are won by walking away. Your silence is not weakness. It's strategy, it's survival, it's strength. Sometimes the version of you miss most is waiting to be rediscovered, not recreated. The universe doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for persistence. Even shadows disappear when you face the light. Not all love is meant to last, but all love is meant to teach. Your healing may scare those who only loved your brokenness. Sometimes peace is choosing not to reply, not to explain, not to fight. Even endings can be beautiful if they leave you wiser. Your heart is not a battlefield. Stop letting unworthy wars claim it. The person you are becoming is worth every loss it took to find them. Sometimes strength is not pushing forward, but pausing to breathe. Your story is not over. This chapter is just the transition. The past cannot hold you unless you keep giving it permission. Even when you feel unseen, the universe is witnessing your courage. Your silence today may become tomorrow's peace. Not every scar needs explanation. Some are for you alone. Even broken wings leave shadows that prove you tried to fly. Your worth was never meant to be measured by who stays. Sometimes the most radical act is simply choosing to keep going. Even grief is a form of love, proof of what mattered deeply. Your soul already knows the way. Your fear is just noise. Sometimes closure is not a conversation, but a decision. Even in ruins, there is beauty, the proof that something once stood tall. Your heart is not fragile. It's fierce, it just feels deeply. Not all storms come to destroy. Some come to clear the path. Your silence holds truths words would only dilute. Even unfinished stories have value. They prove you dared to begin. Your light will irritate those committed to darkness. Shine anyway.